Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It is October 17th, 2025. Now, I was just finishing up with this message when my father called, and so I'm going to have to go ahead and read it for you again real quick. And in a way, I suppose that maybe this will be better because you won't have to sit through the long, hour-long video. Thanks for being here, everybody. All right, so in the central energy, you have an Ace of Pentacles. You've got a new career or a new venture that is coming up for you. You are divorcing the destiny swapping thieves. They have failed to confine you, to lock you away, to trap you. This childish person wanted your things. So this destiny swapper really did their best to try to hurt you. And they failed. Well, they might have hurt you, but they failed to confine you and trap you. There are some things about time management that is happening right now. You are going to be changing residence. Moving. This chaser does not want to chase you anymore. They are in grief over this robbery. You survived the struggle that they gave you. The curator called it an impossible path. You were not supposed to survive, but you did. So they're in regret now because you're leaving them behind. You've got your freedom from that devil. You're disconnected. You have control of your life. And you're going to be traveling soon. There's going to be a separation. It could be that this planet, this realm, it may be like something has to happen here. So it's like everybody's going to be going their own little ways. Limitless numbers of universes. There's a place for everybody, right? So we got this third wheel enemy who has missed their opportunity for health. Because we got the martyr. See, they've missed their opportunity to martyr you. They've missed their opportunity for health because they could not trap you and use you to transfer their karmic debt, their sin, their shady ways, their death energy, their STDs, their sickness. They could not trap you. So they've lost their opportunity for health. They've lost their opportunity for a martyr. And it could very well be that they will be having to give up themselves. They're having anxiety. They don't know what to do about this. Because in the recent past, or just recently, the truth has been revealed and they have been disconnected. So, everything in divine timing. By giving it time, you were able to present information, testimony, provide an understanding about these guilty parties and what they did to you. There is preparations being made or arrangements being made on the new leadership for this new chapter. So we got needs and rabbit hole. So there's preparations being made for new leadership. It could be that you're going to be watching this crazy drama, that you'll be watching, you know, for emotional, mental, energetic physical needs being ignored or taken advantage of. It could be that this new leadership will be in charge of making certain that this doesn't happen again. We have a Page of Swords here. They're very restless because luck is on your side. A very unexpected outcome. They were not able to blame you for the natural disasters that they were trying to stick to you. The responsibilities for their own chaos they were trying to put on you. This younger. They were tempted by the snake. To try to F up your home. And in this instance, I see home as planet Earth. There's a tower here. Revelation, chaos, a sudden insight and release because you persevered through the challenge. It could be that you persevered through the towers that they were sending to you. You've maintained control and you're manifesting a new chapter. These ones, they need to surrender. They need to control this new chapter. They are being watched. By your family. So you've got a new family tree. It may feel like you're alone, but it won't be like this forever. So they're being watched by your new family. They need to surrender. They need to control this new chapter. You persevered through their tower and you're out of here. We've got the Four of Wands, rivalry and conflict. There's disagreements because we've got no reflection. You're no longer offering services to those who do not love themselves, love you, love anything. Those people who are childish, who just wanted to destroy you because they wanted what you had. And they wanted to lay all the blame for their nasty ways on you. And they use this technology and this mental magic to try to force it into the minds of the people and then drive them into failure. And then blame them for it when it was all a manipulation by those who actually embody that energy. They were projecting it out magically and technologically onto innocent people and then forcing them to carry that burden. The purpose here. So you're not going to deal with this reflection anymore. So their purpose now is to grow in consciousness and awareness, to learn to love themselves. That's their new purpose. They got to grow in consciousness and awareness, learn to love themselves while they are in the dark. Because they left you here for centuries suffering while you had to transmute their death energy, their sin energy, their karmic debt, their sickness, their STD, their spiritual STDs and all this other shit they were laying on people. Yeah. So now they have to go, their purpose, their new purpose, you're not going to bother giving them services anymore. Apparently that has been approved. Their purpose is to learn how to love themselves in this space of darkness that they had you stuck in for centuries. Somebody here is experiencing scarcity because they were not able to gain a contract or a commitment or a relationship with you. They're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out by this because they were unsuccessful with a vow that they made with the snake. And they've been found guilty. This is a tyrant, emperor in the reverse. They're being stubborn and reckless. We've got caution and escape. You might want to use caution. This Emperor is looking for an escape. They failed to gain a contract. They may try to do something else. This is a bohemian at a distance. So they weren't willing to settle down and be responsible. This is the lack of stability that they were putting into the world. You know, they stripped the stability out of everybody's foundation here. However, those people that are here to serve the higher good, the relationships that are here to serve the higher good, have a victory over this instability that this tyrant has laid upon everybody. So you triumph over that instability. You have a victory. And we've got this page here. So there's a page that is in the territory spying for a narcissist. Whoever that is, they will be held back. Or anybody who has ever spied for this narcissist will be held back. They will lose their freedom. They have fallen into a trap. We've got compass and leaving. There's a new path and you're leaving. So it could be that anybody that is spying for this narcissist will lose their freedom and be set on a different path. It sounds to me like there's not going to be any more of that shady business in this new chapter. There's not going to be any more conflict. There's not going to be any competition. They're going to have to go into the dark and they're going to have to teach themselves to grow and expand and encompass that and turn on their light and hopefully learn to love themselves and the life that God gave them, which they obviously didn't. They broke all their promises. They didn't care about anything. And you deserve a break from that because you're tired. You've been having your life force drained for centuries. You've been having your mental body driven and toyed with for centuries, lifetimes. They made your life very, very rocky, very, very difficult, and that is ending now. The things that you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love that you deserve, and you do deserve love. These guys want forgiveness for burning you, and it could very well be that they actually did burn you in another life. They need to face it. Everything that they built on your energy is crumbling. It's all crumbling, and they're unable to tangle themselves or untangle themselves from this web that they've woven. They're drowning under all of those secrets that they kept. And they have a long road of neglect ahead of them. Their cup is empty. Many flames. What did they do with all that energy? It can take many tries to find the right one. They put out many, many flames and their cup is still empty. It could be that they set their life to pieces and then blew them out into the wind, right? And now they're crushed, reaching for love, and love doesn't want to have anything to do with them. And they're grieving over this just another notch in the headboard business, playing games with love. They did not see this coming. You're being very, very fierce. These diamonds are being very, very fierce. It's like, don't you dare touch my energy ever again. They lost, and they're looking for an exit plan and escape. Or perhaps you have one. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, you know? I mean, objectivity here. This spiritual throne will be stable, balanced, trustworthy, reliable. There's not going to be any games. It's going to be very steady. This tribe is going to receive every haunting that they ever put out. onto you or anybody else. It's all coming back to them. The Lord said that He's going to mirror back every thing that they did. All the magic is going back. And He also said that every nasty thing that they ever did is going to be done to them. So that's prophecy. It was prophesied. They knew it was coming. And they're addicted to you. They're addicted to your energy. And they're addicted to other things. And they're afraid. Because they have to go to the dark side. And they have to deal with those addictions. They have to deal with those fears. And they have to deal with their own sense of lack and self-loathing. They have to deal with it. You are remembered as a limelight person. Your light is shining so brightly. You're a giant. Your energy is very big. And it's not just that. It's your purpose is big. Your kin or ancestry of the past, they worked very, very hard to make you invisible. They hid you away from the world. They did not want you to be seen. They did not want you to receive this opportunity of forgiveness from the Most High. You're a peaceful person. And those who caused you hardship are going to be disconnected. They're going to be disconnected from their status of privilege. The status of privilege that they stole from this innocent child. These ancestors, they had a limited perception of what it would be like to drive you into fighting, into fight. The divine stated, this is about fight or light. And they drove humanity into the fight. They created a realm of war, a realm of whoring, a brothel, and a realm of a slaughterhouse where blood is shed and fear and pain and panic is put out into the atmosphere every moment of every day. And that energy hits you in the head, and then they got all this other technology and the magic, the forbidden magic that they've been using to drive into the minds of the people to create this. Justice is being served on the conflict that they have brought to your life. They've ruined so many people's lives, and they have the audacity to call it a simple mistake. They don't recognize the value of life, of their own or of anybody else. They could be spying on your location, trying to get some information so that they can bring it to this vain person and try to affect a change. Maybe they're just spying. There's this page trying to spy to get information about this evermore. They want to make a change for everlasting love. You've got a witch here that might be visiting or getting a visit by Arcana. This is a wise guy. A wise guy may need a body. A dead wise guy. There's a dead wise guy running around out there in a body, pretending like they're some brilliant person, but they didn't get a commitment, and they're unsuccessful in their vow to this snake. They failed. They failed. Attention has been brought to the promise that this explorer had made to this snake. You didn't do anything. You didn't retaliate. You didn't get vengeful. You didn't turn into malice. You just turned inward. You loved yourself, and you loved yourself to help. That's all you did. You're a being of service. You served them. You poured forth everything unto them while they were tormenting you and hurting you. In the spiritual realms, you were serving them in a good way. Lovingly, because you are a sovereign being. And in the 3D, they decided to just tear you up, shut you down, separate you from everything that could potentially bring you happiness or joy. Your happiness is your defense. Loving yourself to help choosing happiness over anger. That's your defense. Those who brought you drama for entertainment are going in the grave. They will be made absent. This teacher who taught how to horseplay with other people's lives is going to be made absent. They got creative when it came to puppeting people, driving people, programming people for failure. In this so-called competition with wholesome, loving, look, two men attacking that woman, that wholesome, loving woman, and calling it a freaking competition to be her. Destiny thieves, destiny swappers, identity thieves in the highest freaking level. They were expecting, here and now, your seat. This is a personality, an actor. But because you kept your house clean, your mind clean, you kept steady, you didn't fall into anger, self-pity, or vengeance. It's very important to keep your house clean, to keep your thoughts pure, to not defile yourself with the need to destroy, to not become what your enemies are. You've learned a lot about this, and so now it's time for you to go share that, because you didn't cut any corners, you did not take any cheats, you didn't sign any deals, you didn't fake it and pretend that you made it. There could be a player making an appearance soon. They might, this religious person wants to know about your self-care practices. They want to know the backstory of how you did it, how you remained so damn peaceful with all of the mental magic that you were being RAPE'd with in the mind, the energy, the body, the life. Yeah, they want to know what you did. They got a page here, spying, trying to find out how you did it so that they can learn how to do it, so that they can come in and really double whammy you, you know? They're trying to figure it out. See, your imagination is the gift. And it could be that these ones were dominating your mind. The mind of the gifts. Taking your gifts, pretending to be you. But you persevered. That's the good news. Miracle. This bully is bound to their commitments that they made while they were trying to hurt you. They're worried because they're being separated and cut off from you. There's evidence of all of the magic that they did, trying to steal, trying to cause you to lose your adventure. You're a sweetheart, and your family, they wanted you to lose it all. The adventure of a sweetheart, love, a beautiful family. You remained stable, which means that it's okay. It wouldn't stick. They couldn't do it. Now they want to compromise. They're going through withdrawals. They're addicted to your energy, and they're being rejected, and you don't even care. You're moving into this new chapter. You're going to get a business, a partner who loves you, and some real estate. And you're going to help people. Because of all of this stuff that you have learned about managing your own temple that houses your spirit and soul, you'll be able to assist others in doing that for themselves, to be their own supply, rather than going and raping the world and stealing the energy out of every other life form that exists. So you can be optimistic, because what you've been daydreaming about, you know, a life of ease, maybe going to get your hair done, just having a spa day or whatever, you're going to have some good times. You've got your alliances here that are trustworthy and honest, and they're casting away those people who brought you danger. They're kicking them out of the house, out of the territory. They're stubborn. They don't want to hear it. These arrogant people are feeling weak. They're diseased. They have diseases here. They've lost their opportunity for health because they are the martyr. They could not trap you and stick all of their nastiness onto you. See? They promised to curse you. They promised to curse your peace. But now it's time for everybody to go into their destined fate. You have lived and learned a lot about their collaboration and their strategy to mind read people and to screw people over. You've learned exactly what they're going to do. They're stressed out over this marriage. They took bribes to try to stop it. Their profession was wearing masks. Their coach taught them how to wear masks and destiny swap people. I heard a younger than a page, telling somebody, you could be a destiny swapper. And I'll tell you, this person might actually be in the territory. And then this person might actually be this one right here that's going to lose their freedom because they fell into their own damn trap. They decided to come into this beautiful heavenly place and decide to be a spy for this narcissist and destroy this beautiful heavenly place. Therefore, he can't be here. He must leave. And there's no ill will about it. Just get out. They're frightened and they're protesting this. They're protesting this because you're having sweet dreams, and this is the conclusion. You're coming into the fruits of your labor, your reward. And they're so mad because they're blind to the blessing. They can no longer spy on you, and they're no longer going to receive any services. They're going to be blind to your mind, your ideas, your energy. It has been stopped because you care about family, parenthood, and it could be that the Most High sees that you do. That even in all of this conflict, you still cared, and that's why there's a death here. Those who brought you conflict will probably be ending up in a grave because you're a good moral human, and justice is going to be served on behalf of you and the stuff that they put you through. We've got religious, prideful people here wanting to apologize now, leaving you alone and overwhelming you for money in the past. They wanted your money. But you're getting mercy by God, and you're going to get eternal love. You deserve it. You know why? Because you reached your goal and you were able to maintain your homeostasis and your inner harmony and that perfect balance while you were undergoing a severe attack in so many different ways. You were able to keep yourself calm. And now these people are furious because they're in a freaking nightmare. Your ability to keep the peace within your own mind and your own temple caused everything that they did to you to go back. The Lord is mirroring it back. Every nasty thing that they ever did is going to be done to them. Every nasty thing that they ever intended for you, it will be done to them. It's all coming back onto this network of people that sent you mental disturbances, trying to steal your quality life. They're paranoid now. They're paranoid. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do about your happiness because they're afraid. You know what they're afraid of? They're afraid of that inner voice that you trust. They're afraid because they know that God walks with you and guides you. They're afraid because they know that God knows exactly what they did to you. You're grateful and thankful for all of the opportunities, even the nasty ones, and you have discovered your inner strength and your purpose. And these ones are worried about the judgment that they are under now and the change that is coming because you were patient. While you felt everything, you were patient. And while you felt like you were alone, you know that you were never alone. God was always with you, helping you to persevere, over death with discipline. Abundance. You're a limitless abundant being. You bring balance and harmony to everything you do. Your mind is good. You have a good mind. You have a limitless abundant mind that can bring balance and harmony to everything that you do. A beautiful mind that they tried to destroy. They did their very best. They did their very best. They did their very best when they had you at your weakest. alone. Nobody to help you. With the exception of God, who was a nanosecond ahead of these ones. But they didn't know that. They thought they were the host of the party. There's unfinished business here. Still things to resolve. The reunion is happening, and it's too late for these ones to take any action against it. They did not appreciate you. And so, and they were not able to separate you from love. Even if they took everything out of your life that could give you love, they couldn't separate you from love because you just went inward. You just decided to pour the love into yourself. It's like, well, if the world doesn't want my love, I'm just going to pour it into me then because I know I want it. So you did. And now they're in regret because you have this soul tie and a commitment, a beautiful, eternal love commitment. And they've been found unworthy because they lied. They kept secrets. They tried to twist everything. They're confused. They neglected you. They didn't give you anything that you needed while taking everything from you. And the truth has been revealed. So now they're going to get detached from you. They did detach from you. They ran away from their responsibilities. They ran away from their responsibilities. They did not want to help you or partner with you or raise a child with you. They ran away and then they blamed you. They sabotaged their own damn selves. And now they want to fix this connection. They disagree. They think that you should understand how they feel. This jackass who abandoned you and then brought all his brojos in to hurt you wants you to understand how they feel. They have a soul contract with the shadow side, and they think that you should understand their need to feed you to it, whatever. They want forgiveness. They were unsatisfied with an irreplaceable love. They were unsatisfied with the idea of reciprocating, equal give and take. They had a beast to feed. They got this snake here. They made a vow to this snake to feed you to it, and they were not able to. They were unsuccessful when it came to keeping that vow with the snake. You loved yourself to health. And these ones who won't ever change are feeling the damages that they have caused. People are talking about them being guilty of daydreaming and destiny swapping. And now they're feeling broken and shattered because you never gave up hope. You never gave up hope. As miserable as they made you and as lonely as they made you, cycle after cycle after cycle, you never gave up hope. These prideful people made mistakes when they left you alone. These third-party jackwagons, their values were all about money, and they decided that it was a great idea to lie about you and try to take it from you. Now they don't know what to do because they've effed themselves into your absence. They thought it was great fun to hurt you, but now you're gone, and now they want to talk, and it's like, you don't want to talk to these people. At least I don't want to talk to these people. Most of these people have hurt you in a previous lifetime. You probably don't even know who they are, but they've been following you, and they've been, giving you an accident every once in a while, causing you to fall down the stairs and break your leg, getting you fired or evicted from your house, or sending somebody in to red rum your dog. We got a fire sign opening their heart, his heart, or they want you to. We've got someone else, a third-party enemy at a distance, trying to get you to open your heart. So be patient. There's an air sign trying to do a love spell on a water sign or with a water sign. Yeah, confession. They're doing something with pets, trying to get a date night with you or some kind of communication. They want to talk. This is a gold digger who's gambling. They're taking a gamble. They could be an earth sign who's being let go. So you got an earth sign, water sign, air sign. This is a third party enemy situation that has been let go, and you are protected here. You're protected. Your health is protected. So you're safe. You're going to have a honeymoon pretty soon here. And you might even be expecting Or somebody lied, because we got honeymoon, expecting, and then we've got liar. So either somebody did lie about having a child with you and having a contract with you, or you are getting one and you have a liar here using their intuition about moving on. Like they think they're going to be back and try to do this cycle with you. They think they're going to be back, but they're going to have challenges with getting back, because they need intimate encounters. These third-party hoe bags need intimate encounters, and they're not permitted to do it, because in this new place, we're not doing that kind of shit. There's not going to be any frivolous whoring, or this isn't a brothel. Okay, you just don't go in here and then you know, go poke this one and poke that one and poke this one and poke that one and take everything from them and leave them shattered and broken because they thought you really did love them. I mean, what a jerk, man. We've got a Queen of Cups here. She is releasing some folks, divorcing them right out of her energy, because they were working real hard on a routine basis. Trying to get her position. She's leaving them behind, and she's moving into her Nine of Pentacles here. They're in grief. They have failed, and they got a King of Wands and King of Cups on their oars, because this little jackwagon here was coming in and causing illusions. He's being called, there's judgment being called here. You've got your freedom, limitless potential, and you share the wealth. You're not one of these people who hoards it and then, you know, goes out and creates a limitation for everybody else and then just kicks back and says, oh, I'm so grand. No, you probably keep for yourself and then give equal to everybody else, and it's just crap. We got justice, the law of cause and effect is in order because of your strength. Those third-party enemies that were coming after you are in a 10 of Swords, painful ending, and the cycle turns. They're in a 10 of Wands burden, a 10 of Swords, a 10 of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is determined to get on that damn chariot and get out of here. She's going to go forward. And we've got the King of Swords, who knows the truth about what they did to the mother, to the Empress here. And folks are afraid because they know what they did in the history. They know what they did. And very, very quickly, we've got total love and support coming up with the Four of Wands community. So there is going to be this beautiful thing coming up. Queen of Pentacles is here, a working parent, and we've got marriage, connection, and love. So you might be a Queen of Pentacles, or you have a mother-in-law. We got the Queen of Swords here telling the truth about everything. She's very clear-minded, and she has a new beginning. Hello. Bringing about a new beginning for love, for a new love. And we've got a poverty, Five of Pentacles for those who are committing fraud because you're tired and weary, and it's time for you to go celebrate. So there is a celebration and a 10 of Pentacles here. You're going to have a good life. And these ones are in a 9 of Swords. They're in trauma and despair because you're making travel plans. You're out of here. You're out of here and you're searching. You're going to do all of the research. This cycle is complete. It's over. And the research has been done. You're shining a light on everyone. And you're getting your 9 of Cups, life of luxury. You're getting it. So you are, you're getting your 9. And you're laying to rest this passion project. Because the strength of two together is here in union, in total love, right? Dealing with this conflict that has been coming for a high priestess, earth angel. This emperor in the reverse really wanted this person, this empress. It does say caution and escape. This person's looking for an escape, or they're really pissed that you did escape. Take it as it resonates. I hope that this brings clarity to something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.